Now, from the station on your side, you're watching WAVY News 10.
Right now at 6, a campus in mourning as students head into spring break at Old Dominion University. Tonight, new reporting on the chain of events and the man accused of a terror attack against the campus. Good evening. Thanks for joining us live on air and streaming on WAVY Plus. I'm Ashley Knight in for Tom and Aisha. As we begin at 6 with the campus of ODU still processing yesterday's attack on ROTC students there as the government makes an arrest in connection with this attack. Many students are now gone from the campus as spring break gets underway. We also learned today that the suspect, Mohammed Jallow, was a current student at the school as a geography major. ODU's president called the victim killed Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Shah a devastating loss to the college community. And one of the two victims critically injured in Thursday's shooting has been upgraded to fair condition. And new tonight, the federal government has arrested a man for selling the gun to suspect Mohammed Jallow. 32-year-old Kenya Chapman, who's from Smithfield, faces a list of charges. Chapman reportedly told authorities he stole the gun from a car in Newport News, then recently sold it to Jallow. According to officials, Chapman told agents that Jallow claimed he needed the gun for protection as a delivery driver. We have two reports tonight at 6 on this investigation, as well as the mood on campus. First off, 10 on your side's Brett Hall with the latest about what we know about the victim. Brett?
Well, flowers are on the walkway up to Constant Hall, which is closed today, and that is where we are also hearing from students as well as those who loved Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Shah, and they said he was in there doing what he loved when he died. Old Dominion University says 42-year-old Army Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Shah was able to live his dream as a pilot serving all over the world. Today, Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger says no doubt he kept the dreams of many others alive by his actions inside his ROTC class Thursday.
Lieutenant Colonel Shah, who undeniably saved the lives of people on campus when he lunged at the shooter and himself was shot.
That's the Shah. Colonel Mike McFadden, now retired, says he knew. He was Shah's brigade commander in the 3rd Combat Aviation Brigade. Shah first enlisted in 2003.
You know, everything he did every day was about somebody else. That's the type of person Brandon was. I mean, he was a soldier, he was a statesman, and he was an amazing father.
And McFadden says he loved teaching the next generation. Last night, McFadden says those who served with Shah around the world shared stories of their time together.
I'm sorry I'm getting choked up, but Brandon's death was difficult because it was such a senseless act.
A senseless act, Spanberger says, deserves a thorough investigation, especially as information is continuing to come out.
And so the reality is that there are holes in our system, whether it is how he gained access to a firearm or how it is that he was able to pivot back towards not just interest in his former terrorist ties, but ultimately the desire and the ability to act on it. Those are the things that we need to understand.
And Spanberger has ordered all flags in the Commonwealth to be at half-staff from sunrise tomorrow until sunset tomorrow night. We're live on Old Dominion University's campus. Brett Hall, 10 on your side.
All right, thank you, Brett. Let's switch now to 10 on your side's Chris Horn. He talked with students as well as a neighbor who had spoken to Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Shah just recently. Chris, a lot of sadness on and off campus today.
Yeah, Ashley, I'm going to get to that in a moment. Just had a couple of developments in the last 5 minutes. I saw 5 people walk out of Constant Hall here. They each were carrying large boxes that were labeled biohazard. We can presume maybe that is evidence that was related to what happened here yesterday afternoon. Also, a state trooper walked in here just a few minutes ago. I talked with some people who were on campus today. They really are going to consider all of this as a line of demarcation in their lives. It's the 12th of March and it's here at Constant Hall. But I also talked with a woman who came here who has no direct connection with ODU, but she felt the need for this poignant memorial for Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Shah. the beauty of spring on the ODU campus today. But yesterday, it was shattered by gunfire and bloodshed just a few feet away in Constant Hall. This morning, we saw more police than we did students. Those students tell us they're having a hard time knowing how to feel now, and they're preparing for what they should do later to feel more safe.
It's like very spacey. Nobody's really on campus anymore. I mean, it is spring break, but it was a tragic accident that happened yesterday.
I think I'm gonna start walking with a headphone out or something. Be more aware of my surroundings, definitely.
Meanwhile, the victim, Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Shah, will be remembered fondly.
He was an incredibly engaging person.
Lisa Suhey lives just off the ODU campus. Shah's ROTC students would run near her house.
You could just see him encouraging them, and he wasn't barking orders. He wasn't making someone feel bad for having a slow time. He was making sure that every single runner made it to the line and that they knew that they had accomplished a goal.
She says the flowers and her note will say more than any medals could.
He could have been anything, but he chose to be kind. And I think that's more important than medals.
And there is Lisa Suhey's note once again. Her words, her gesture have actually inspired others. Since we talked with her about 12:45 this afternoon, a couple of other people have left flowers here outside Constant Hall. In the meantime, some of the people we talked with today, especially a junior here at ODU, he said, this is just another symbol of brokenness that pervades this world right now. We're live on the campus of ODU. Ashley, back to you.
All right, thank you for that report, Chris. And we'll keep tabs on the terror attack at ODU over the weekend. Look for updates on air, online, and streaming on WAVY+.